Okay, imagine this. You're going on a hike or at the beach with your friends and you take a lot of pictures or videos, or you're doing some vlog or something. Then the whole day your memory card is full and your friends wants to have those pictures and videos, but you forgot to bring a laptop. So how can you transfer those SD card media files to their phones or even back up to your hard drive? Ngayon ko picture, kailangan rakalin ang SD card. Yan, tapos ko na sa SD card. Tapos kung ako tapos card reader, yan paano mo na transfer yung SD card? Yung pa laptop? So this is a Ravpower wireless file hub. So basically, this is like a travel router that you can transfer your SD card files to any phones or your USB or hard drive. So whenever your SD card is full, you just put your SD card to the device. Then in one press, you can automatically transfer your media files to your hard drive, USB, or your phone. So I really suggest you get this device. So we have a video that we lost our data for the whole trip. Lesson learned. I get this one to save all my data so I can use my SD card next day. So this is the device. So it has USB card slot, and here you can see there is a USB port, a USB-C charging port, and an Ethernet port. So I will talk about the Ethernet port later. Okay, so this is how it works. So turning on, you just press it for 5 seconds, then the battery icon will blink. Then wait for all the indicators to stop blinking. Then insert your SD card to the SD card slot. So after you inserted the SSD card, the SSD card indicator will lit. Insert your USB or your SSD or your hard drive. So to back up your SSD to your USB stick, just click the SD to USB button for 5 seconds. Then the SD card indicator will blink or flash. If the SD card stops blinking, it means all your data is successfully backed up. Okay, so let's try connecting our device to our phone. So first, you have to click the 2G and 5G button. So there's an 5G and Wi-Fi indicator. So if the 5G is disabled, so you just have to press the 2G and 5G button for 3 seconds, then the 2G will switch to 5G. Then if you press it again for 3 seconds, then the 2G and 5G will both enable. So the indicator will flash for like 2 seconds. Then when it stops blinking, it means your Wi-Fi is ready to connect. So first, you have to download the app on your phone. So if you search the Ravpower, will show you 2 results. So one is the file hub, then the second is the U hub. So at first I click the U hub, then I have trouble connecting to the device. Then I check the manual and it says you have to download the file hub. So guys, always check the manual. Okay, so when you already downloaded the file hub, then you go to the Wi-Fi, then it will show you whatever Wi-Fi you enable with your device. So for example, I just enabled the 2G, so I see the 2G on my Wi-Fi. Click that, then you input your password. So the password, you can see it on the manual or on the website, the default, then you can change it later. So I will show you how to change the password later. So let's go to the app. So you can see what media you are connecting. I connected my SD card, so I can see the amount of the SD card, 64 gigabytes, and the available space of the SD card. Then if I swipe right, then I can also see the hard disk or the SSD I have connected, and the total amount of space, which is 256 gigabyte, and the available space on my SSD. If you click the file management, you can see both of your devices. So you can see the USB or my SSD, then my SD card, and also I can see all the media inside my card and my SSD. So to transfer your files to your phone, so just go to any of your devices, so whether it is the SD card or the USB, then select any of your files. So select a file or multiple select, then click copy to then choose a folder. So there's two folders, your photos and your documents. So for the photos, so I am using an Apple device, so I can see only my photos and the documents. So the documents is for the Ravpower app, so it means it will store only on your Ravpower Filehub. But if you choose photos, it means it will store on your gallery. Then click paste. Okay, take note for Apple user, if you want to use your gallery or your phone photos, I suggest you go to your photos, make a folder there, then go back to the app, then you can store on that folder. It's faster and it's easy to organize your files if you just use the FileHub documents folder. Okay, so in the app, you can see the battery indicator of your FileHub, so you will know if you have that much battery. There's also an eject button on your app, so you can eject your USB and your SSD safely. I want also this feature on the device, so I can safely eject the SSD or the SD card safely without using the app, so it makes me feel safer to remove the SD card. So if you're wondering and asking, how can I connect my phone to the Wi-Fi if I'm connected to the device? There's a feature there. Just click the settings, then go to Wi-Fi disk settings, then go to internet settings. So basically your phone is not connected directly to the Wi-Fi, but your FileHub is connected to the Wi-Fi. So if anyone that's connected to the FileHub, they can also access the internet. This makes the FileHub your mini Wi-Fi station. You can also connect this one to the Ethernet. So there's an Ethernet there. You just basically disconnect this to the Wi-Fi and connect it to the router, so anyone can access the internet, like maybe faster than the Wi-Fi. I don't know. I haven't tried because I don't have Ethernet port here, so I just use the Wi-Fi. But this is a great feature. So for example, you don't have Wi-Fi at your home or at the place that doesn't have a Wi-Fi, but there's a router. Maybe there is. Hopefully there is. So if you see an Ethernet cable, you can connect this to the Ethernet router, then you can use the Wi-Fi from this device. Okay, let's go back to the app. So you can also change the Wi-Fi password on this device. So just click settings, then go to Wi-Fi disk settings, then click Wi-Fi settings or Wi-Fi settings for 5G. So you can choose 2G or 5G. So take note here, you cannot connect the device to the Wi-Fi if your 2G is off. Even if your 5G is on, you cannot connect this to the Wi-Fi. So you can turn on both or just 2G. So if you want to connect this to your Wi-Fi, but you can use 5G if you're connected to the routers. Okay, so I have tested this for a week now. So when transferring from SD card to the SSD, 10 gigabytes can transfer up to 5 to 6 minutes. So when transferring your SD card to your phone using 5G, 3 gigabytes can take up to 6 to 7 minutes. And when you're transferring from SSD to your phone using 5G, 3 gigabytes can take 5 to 6 minutes. So it also has a USB Type-C port, so I like that it is Type-C, but the port they included is not transferring port. It is Type-C, but it's just charging port. So I suggest you buy the USB Type-C to USB Type-C port or the USB Type-C to USB 3.1 port, so you can transfer your file quicker than, regular ports. So what do you think about the device, guys? Is it a replacement for a laptop if you use your laptop just for transferring files? Or is there other alternative other than this one, or easier to use than this one? So put it in the comments, and like if you like this review, subscribe if you want more videos, vlogs, or any, and see you on the next video.